A U.S. Supreme Court decision could take health insurance away from millions of sick Americans who desperately need it. In Detroit, a community in mourning after a black man is allegedly beaten to death by white police officers. And Eye on America. Tonight, we take you undercover to find out that your local shopping mall may not be as safe as you think it is.
I was under this sense of feeling safe there, but here I have this man who's pointing a knife at me.
This is the CBS Evening News. There are just 46 shopping days till Christmas. That means many of you will soon be heading to the mall. How safe will you be on that trip? Probably never gave it a thought. Well, see what you think after you watch tonight's Eye on America, reported by John Roberts.
They are a uniquely American creation, a sort of monument to consumerism, a kind of Camelot. But rather than being an oasis from the realities of life outside their borders, they have become the new downtowns, very much a part of the real world.
More and more people are getting armed, robbed, accosted, kidnapped, raped, and there are victims being counted by the dozens in every major shopping center in the country.
Sophia was one of those victims at a typical West Coast mall on a typical day.
I was an average person going to the mall.
Sophia was kidnapped from the mall parking lot and raped.
I was under this sense of feeling safe there, thinking I don't have anything to worry about. But here I have this man who's pointing a knife at me.
There had been 8 other kidnappings or rapes that occurred at this mall in a 6-year period.
Attorney Harry Scalino says police crime reports for this mall show there are too many victims like Sophia.
Attempted robbery, strong arm, kidnapping. And what do? Knowing that this kind of activity continues, they do absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing was what we found at another mall, this one on the East Coast, with a particularly bad history of assaults and shootings. Walking the mall, our hidden camera didn't find a single security guard in more than 3 hours. But security expert William Brill did find a lot of places a shopper could be victimized.
A heartbeat, a matter of seconds. The woman comes out of the restroom. The assailant is loitering by the phone. He could grab the women. He's got about 6 feet to get through those doors. And then this is completely his space. He simply winds his way down very quickly, and then he's outside.
Outside, in the parking lot, the scene of most crimes, again, no security. Even as day turned to more dangerous dusk, with hundreds of people flowing in and out of the mall, the evening crowd, after-work shoppers, diners, and moviegoers are especially vulnerable. Ted Castro and his family were there to have dinner when he was jumped by a group of young men.
I had no notion of who was hitting me or where fists were coming from. I felt like a drum.
Ted was rescued by other shoppers. There were no security guards.
What was that exact location?
Some malls take a great interest in protecting their customers.
Mall security prevents a lot of crime. We certainly do make a difference.
On foot, on the roof,
1098.
even on bicycles. At Fort Myers Edison Mall, security is everywhere and in plain sight.
When you see a security officer in the area or a police officer in the area, you think twice before you do commit a crime.
But deterrence is only one part of the equation. There's only so much a mall can do to stop crime.
Shopping malls are part of the American landscape. They're subject to the various pressures that we're seeing all over society.
One of the biggest reasons so many people fall victim is the comfort zone that malls provide. Almost from the moment they drive into the parking lot, most people leave their street smarts behind.
And the bad guys know this. They know that people are relaxed, that they're more casual, they're more recreationally oriented than they would.
Security expert Brill says vigilance is key.
The main thing is to be attentive. Be aware of who's around you when you drive up. Be aware of who's around your car when you return your car. Ask for help from the mall if you feel at all uncomfortable.
I don't want this to happen to anyone else. That's why I'm coming forward, and I feel it's important for people to know, to be aware of what's going on.
While most malls are no more dangerous than the streets, in some cases they're no more safe. Security experts say, if you question your safety, question the mall. If the public makes demands, management will respond. John Roberts for Eye on America.